Hello students, welcome to Beacon House Schooling Uninterrupted. Here is another video for grade 6. I'm sure you must have learned about the mysterious world of microbes. In the current COVID-19 situation, people may think that all microbes are bad. They're responsible for diseases, rotting, and decay. But don't be so judgy. Some of them are really essential for us, especially for processes like yogurt formation. By the end of this video, you'd begin to explore the process of fermentation, which is responsible for yogurt making. So this is fermentation. It is a chemical process in which a microbe converts the carbohydrates or starch or sugars in the milk into lactic acid, which is actually causing this tangy taste in the yogurt. Now let's explore the process. You see this picture of milk? What is the texture like? It's a liquid, smooth liquid, right? But if you add a teaspoon of yogurt to it, it turns into this chunky liquid now. The texture is entirely different. What could be the reason? Yes, this is the process of fermentation. When the bacteria ate up the sugar in the milk, this is what happened. Let's explore it a little further. But now would be a good time to recap the conditions required for the growth of microorganisms. Alright, the first one of them is the food that is required for the growth of bacteria. That is obviously lactose or the glucose in the milk. Then they need warmth, they need moisture, and they need time to grow and multiply. Let's explore the commercial process of making yogurt. So first, the milk is taken into huge tanks and it is heated up to 90 degrees Celsius. Now this heating removes the oxygen, it kills the harmful bacteria and changes the structure of the milk protein. Then it is cooled down and a sample of bacteria is added. It is cooled down to approximately 40 degrees Celsius. Now why don't we add the yogurt sample at 90 degrees? Obviously, all of them would have been dead, right? So this 40 degrees Celsius is the best temperature for growing yogurt bacteria. Then we have to wait for the milk to ferment and the lactic acid would form after approximately 6 hours. It is then left in the storage tank and then packaged for the commercial use. What would happen if you leave this yogurt for more than 6 hours in the tank? Yes, the bacteria would keep on multiplying and your yogurt would be too sour to be eaten. Okay, now let's look at the microscopic view of the bacteria in the yogurt. You must be curious. See, these are these strand-like structures. These are the good bacteria that are responsible for making yogurt. But there is something else in there. There might be something else in there as well. In this picture, you can see the other bacteria. If we did not heat up the milk to 90 degrees Celsius, this Campylobacter, E. coli, Salmonella or Listeria would have caused outbreaks of diseases. So the first step in the commercial yogurt making process, that was heating it till 90 degrees Celsius, is very essential. Otherwise, these harmful bacteria would start growing. Now this process is actually called pasteurization, and Sir Louis Pasteur here, you can see him in the picture. He was the one who presented this process in which the milk is heated and then cooled, so all the bad bacteria die. In fact, all bacteria die and only the ones that we introduce into the sample, only they grow. Now in this slide, we are going to summarize the process once again. So what happens? The milk or the lactose in the milk is changed into lactic acid through Streptococcus thermophilus, which is one of the yogurt making bacteria. If you're still curious and if you want to know how come this smooth milk turned into this chunky liquid solid thing, so this is what happens. You see these web-like structures? They're actually proteins. Once fermentation starts, they rearrange themselves and they scatter around like this. Because of that, the texture of the milk changes. I have a question for you now. I hope you've understood the concept of fermentation. Now, this person is preparing yogurt commercially. He's wearing a hairnet, he's wearing a mask, and he's wearing gloves. Why? Yes, you've got it right. The bacteria in his hair, or in his breath, or on his hands may enter into this yogurt sample, and a lot of people might be harmed. So it's very important that the introduction of all the other bacteria is hindered, or is stopped in some way. So I hope you learned something out of this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.